Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Aspheric TV. I am Dayo Olujo, and this morning I'll be bringing you the news, and afterwards I will be bringing you the news headlines from major newspapers in Nigeria. The news. The Health Commissioner in Benue State, Emmanuel Ukulonu, is dead. Emmanuel Ukulonu, who was appointed into office on 5th August 2020, battled an illness briefly until he died. His death follows recent reports on a strange disease that has afflicted residents of the state, killing 17. Ugolono had advised that the residents of Ogbadibo, where the disease struck, to maintain good hygiene practices and report anyone with the set symptoms to the disease surveillance and notification officers in the local government area and call the Benue Emergency Operations Center. Although the illness suffered by the commissioner prior to his death was not disclosed. Buhari mourns Balarabe Musa, says he left a bold footprint on Nigeria's democracy. President Muhammadu Buhari has mourned the death of its while Kaduna State Governor Balarabe Musa. Buhari, who described the former governor as the voice of the voiceless in a statement by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Gaba Shehu, said that Balarabe left a bold footprint on Nigeria's democracy. According to Buhari, Balarabe reflected the passion and vigor that heralded Nigeria's democracy. Protesters should explain source of funds, says Akere Dolu, backs freezing of NSAS promoters. The governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu, has told the NSAS protesters to explain the source of the money they possess as he backs the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN's move to freeze their bank accounts. Akeredolu, who spoke during a channel's television broadcast recently, said that there was nothing wrong with CBN freezing the protesters' bank accounts. According to him, even the accounts of politicians get frozen by bank at times, further telling the protesters to approach the courts to give an account of the funds in their accounts and how they were gotten. Akeredolu said, "Speaking very honestly, I don't see anything wrong in it. If, for instance, my account was frozen, what would I do? All I would do is go back to court to explain. Even politicians, their accounts are sometimes frozen. You have to go to court and explain," Akeredolu said. And at the end of the day, the court will say, leave the account. The account should be frozen and you take your money back. If your account is frozen, you justify why the money was there. You come to explain to what use you have put this money, Akeredolu said. It is just that we CBN suspected this account, when CBN suspected this account, then the owner of the account will explain. It's not a conclusion that those accounts were used for acts of treason. It will be recalled that the CBN had earlier obtained a court order to freeze the bank accounts of individuals believed to be NSAS promoters. NSAS. Court grants bail to 6 Abuja protesters. A chief magistrate in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Musa Eniye, has granted bail to 6 NSAS protesters in the sum of 50,000 naira each, with one shorty each in like sum. The 6 protesters who were arrested while wearing Revolution Now t-shirts during the protest in the front of the National Assembly are Olutosin Adeniji, Yashudu Bashiru, Abdusalam Zubaru, Kabiru Kazali, Paul Akiwumi, and Devor Chomo. The protesters who pleaded not guilty to the charges were arraigned on Friday, November 6th, 2020, by the FCT Commissioner of Police on charges of criminal conspiracy, unlawful assembly, and inciting public disturbances contrary to Section 97 of the Penal Code. Although the bail applications with the affidavit evidence were said to have been served on the legal department of the FCT Police Command, no legal representation was made or reasons adduced for their absence. The magistrate Abdul Razak NEA ordered that the sureties must deposit the 5,000 naira bail sum at the court registry. He also ruled that the surety to be presented by each of the defendants must be Nigerian citizens with a verifiable means of identification. Their trial was adjourned till January 25, 2021. FG reinstates suspended Unilag VC, Professor Ogundipe. The federal government has reinstated Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe as the Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, UNILAG. This was disclosed on Wednesday in a statement by the Federal Ministry of Education's Director Press and Public Relations, Ben Gong. The statement titled the report of the Special Visitation Panel to University of Lagos explains that the decision was taken by President Muhammad Buhari, who approved the report of the Special Visitation Panel set up by the federal government to investigate the management crisis rocking the institution. The report approved by President Buhari states that the removal of Professor Ogundipe did not follow due process. Davido's son, Ifeanyi, makes cover of new album, A Better Time. 1-year-old Ifeanyi Adeleke has graced the cover of his father's new album, A Better Time. Pop star David Adeleke reviewed the cover of the album in a tweet where he also announced that the much anticipated album will be released on Friday, November 13th. On the cover of the album, he also acknowledged himself, his father, Deji Adeleke, and his son, Ifeanyi Adeleke, as the album's executive producers. Lai Mohammed refuses to comment after freezing of NSAS protesters' accounts. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, on Wednesday said he cannot answer any question on why the accounts of key NSAS promoters and protesters were frozen. Mohammed was accosted by journalists on Wednesday after the Federal Executive Council FEC meeting held at the council chambers of the Presidential Villa, Abuja. He was asked the rationale behind blocking the bank accounts of some NSAS protesters and what the government seeks to gain from the peace meetings. The minister said he does not need to comment about the issue because the judicial panel of inquiry set up to investigate police brutality and extrajudicial killings have started their work across the country. Lai Mohammed said any response from him will preempt the findings from the panels of inquiry across the country. And that's all on the news. Right now, I'll be going to the news headlines from major newspapers in Nigeria. But before then, let's go on a quick break.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.
Welcome back. Right now, we're taking the news headlines from major newspapers in Nigeria. I'll start with Nation. ASU Splinter Group urged VCs to recall students. I regret signing visitation panel's report, says chairman. I'm not aware EFCC is entitled to 5% of recovered cash, says acting chair. While Unilag VC Ogundipe was reinstated by panel, insurgency. Senate seeks increased budgetary allocation to army. FEC OK's 62.5 billion naira for Kano Gwazo Road. Court to Buhari accepts 33 judges appointed by NJC for FCT Ikoyi houses. Payments to Saraki's aid were budgeted for. Lagosians slammed for disobeying rules. Second wave of lockdown imminent, and radiologists warn. EU to buy 300 million doses of BioNTech Pfizer vaccine. Curfew in Benue community over missing genitals. Ekiti shuts 5 health facilities for poor standard in discipline. Police dismiss 17 operatives in Lagos. Bureaucracy and ban of bitumen investments. Counting the loss. Dramatic operation America is free. Trump, some universal truths. Trump and systemic racism in America. The NSAS triangle. America decides. Police brutality versus brutality against police. You get that, all of the full story on The Nation. Right now, let's go on a quick break, and when we come back, I'll continue with the news headlines from major newspapers in Nigeria.
Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get notified on our videos. Thank you.
Welcome back. New Telegraph. Teacher abducts 8-year-old pupil, demands 200,000 naira ransom. EFCC chair demands special anti-corruption courts. Tinubu hails Sanwo-Olu's plans to repeal jumbo pension law. COVID-19, Nigeria remains at risk of polio, measles outbreaks, says WHO and UNICEF. PDP to Buhari, clap down on NSAS protesters and threat to judicial panel. Senate plans synergy to resuscitate capital markets. Anambra 2021, how far can Ukwenife go? 2023, Akpan Udu Idehe denies Akwa Ibom Guba ticket reports. Budget defense, Reps Pale Army and NAF Navy. Recap preseason tourney. MFM and Abia Warriors in crunch game. AFCON qualifiers. Eagles target ticket with Leon Stars victory. CBN Tennis Open. Ime Sylvester Cruz to quarter-finals. And that's all on the news headlines from major newspapers in Nigeria. Thank you for staying with us. I am Dayo Lujuwon. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles. Stay blessed and stay safe. See you tomorrow, same time.